Hey guys, GHAZZY TV here with another Path of Exile video leading into 3.23, and I'm quickly going to talk about my top recommendations for league starters of 3.23. Now, it's going to be very similar to previous leagues, but I want to give you a couple comments on these builds, and in order of no specific specific order, the builds are essentially going to be that I would recommend playing something like Elemental Guardian SRS. Now, the Elemental Guardian SRS has sadly seen a drop in tier list, and that is because the higher budget investments of the Elemental Guardian has been lowered. Reason for this is because of some of the changes affecting the higher investments to them, since there's no more alt quality gems. No, but GHAZZY, what about the SRS of Enormity, the popcorn one? We don't have enough damage numbers to actually be able to define how well it will perform, and since even if we had that, we were not going to be able to guarantee and verify to test play the build to then be able to tier list it and see if it's going to be better or not. On top of that, we don't know how hard or easy or expensive or cheap it will be to get the transfigured gems. And any build I have, such as the animate weapon build, which I originally was planning to start, not this one, sorry, this one. This is the one I'm assuming will be an S tier. This is a theoretical approach. I'm going to play this, but because of the new gems that we just saw, I'm not sure if I'll start it yet. I don't know if I can promote this as a league starter because of that information. So till I know that, I will not recommend it as a league starter. I think it will be fine, but I don't know. The other two builds that I want to talk about real quick in this little league starter build suggestions when it comes to minions is obviously the Poison SRS. I think Poison SRS will still remain to be a really high performing build. It works really fine, just like the Elemental version on low budget, medium, and also goes crazy in the higher budget, but there is a ceiling of how much you can achieve with it. But most importantly, this build is hilariously tanky. And this page I'm looking at right now is actually my guide hub. It's linked in the descriptions down below. And for those of you watching Twitch right now, you can type exclamation mark guide to access this, in which you'll find build guides updated, builds are about to be updated, builds are old and not updated, and we have crafting information of how to learn crafting, basic crafting, crafting processes, specific crafts. We have animate guardian information, learning everything about that. We have currency making guides, atlas farming strategies, and whatnot. And also to point out that if you go into any of these build guides, you can actually be in a position where you can, on the top side here, see that the first page gives you TLDR with everything you'll ever need. And you also have the PUBs and everything in here, leveling section, yada, yada, yada. At the very top, you get in-depth information in each of these pages, including gear, jewels, flasks, ascendancies, passive trees, you get gem links, animate guardian or specters. Most importantly, there's a gear progression page. Gear progression page allows you to have a definite 100% definitive, detailed is the word I was looking for, information of how to progress through the campaign into low budget, how to think about your early stage gearing, fixing the poisons, moving from there into what shield you're going to use, and from there into the conclusion of the low budget, moving into higher budget progression. So you basically have a list where you can get all of the information of how to progress your gearing when you play these builds. Third build is one of my favorites, and it is the Zoomancer. Now, the Zoomancer have gotten some changes. The Zoomancer is originally a Necromancer. He will remain to be a Necromancer. Same thing here. We have a ton of these informations inside the guide. We also have a gear progression page in here. But nowadays, there is a Guardian variant, which has a little bit of a TLDR with pros and cons and the major differences between the two variants and a list of PUBs. That's all you get for the Guardian version. The guide itself covers in-depth info when it comes to the Necromancer. However, what's really cool with this build is that the changes we've made to it has been making it so much better than it was before. It's absolutely insane. I mean, the Guardian version, you can take a look at this. So they're super high budget with 500,000 EHP, doing 163 million damage. It's absolutely insane. Whereas the low budget version, which is super cheap, we're looking at 200k EHP with 3.8 million shaper DPS. I mean, the build's insane, no matter what budget you're at. And same thing with the Necromancer version. However, when it comes to the Zoomancer, what separates this from the Herd is that the new Spectre corpses we have available in 3.23 will be able to be used to create a pure Spectre build. The problem with that is that the Zoomancer can utilize full army of damage dealing Spectres in a better and more effective way than a normal, regular, pure Spectre build will ever be able to do. Which means that if you're interested in playing Spectres, you should play Zoomancer. It doesn't matter if you only have one of those. Because the way the Zoomancer is played is that we don't use all of our Spectres to be one specific kind anymore. We are mixing these with a variety of damage dealing Spectres as well as buffs or debuffs generating Spectres. And with the new patch coming in with 3.23 giving us the corpses, The Zoom Manager can utilize this in a very, very effective way. So those are my top 3 minion league starter builds that I can recommend to the community. Now, there are plenty other choices, of course. We can go from anything ranging from SRS, Animate Weapon, Herald of Purity is fantastic. That's a collaboration done with Captain Lance, and the Poison SRS is a collaboration with Balor Mage, for example. Dominating Blow is great as a starter. We have Dark Pact, which you don't know exactly is going to be a little higher budget because we haven't seen the Trans Gem yet. Absolution is crazy good, and I'm going to be POBing Mage Skeleton live on stream now in the next couple of minutes. But that's my recommendation for League Starter for 3.23 that I know and can guarantee will perform extremely well. Hope you liked this video. Hit the like button for more content, subscribe as well, and don't forget to leave a comment down below which build you will be starting as on 3.23. Good luck on the league launch, everybody. Until then, stay safe. Keep rocking.